3 much, 4 much, 5 much, too much for you. Too much, 3 much, 4 much, 5 much, too much for you.
What's up? It's your girl Michaela Nicole, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm here with 2 of my babies. We all are going to different schools, even though we've been like going to the same school since elementary school. So now we're at all different colleges, and we're just here to talk about our PWI, HBCU, international school experiences. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and then we'll get started with the video.
Okay, my name is Temple White. I go to the University of Central Arkansas. Go Bears. I'm a biology pre-med major.
My name is De'Ara Shack, and I go to Berklee College of Music in Boston, and I am undeclared.
I am Michaela Nicole. I go to the illustrious Tennessee State University. Go Tigers. But yeah, and I'm a mass communications major. So I guess I'll start with whatever one of you guys want to go first, and you can talk about De'Ara. You want to go first? Okay. So she'll tell you about her, what she goes to, and all that.
Well, Berklee College of Music, it is the music school of the world, pretty much. And it's an international school. Basically, about half the school consists of people from all around the world. And really, what I like about that is just the fact that you get to learn about so many different cultures. Like, we have a lot of Caribbean people, we have a lot of Asian people, we have a lot of people just from all over the world. And it really gives you insight, or it just tells you about that it's more than what you see around home. It's more out there in the world. And I really like it, and it makes you appreciate it a lot more. It makes you, like, when you move out to go to college, you really see that you get a mind of your own. You get to think of your own. You get to have your own ideas rather than them being influenced by your parents or the regular people that you're around all the time. So it's nice experiencing college, or just experience life with people that you're not normally around or used to being around.
Okay, I go to PWI. For those of you who don't know what that stands for, that's a predominantly white institution. Most of the people at my school are white, and then we have the black community, and then there's small percentages of Asians, Indians, and other nationalities. So my school, I like it. I actually love my school, to be honest. The black community really stays together, so sometimes, like during homecoming or when there's like any Greek shows or things like that, it feels like an HBCU, but you also have those times where it's just like, you know, this is what the real world is going to be like. There's other things than just black and white, you know, so it's a good feel. So that's why I like it a lot.
Okay, so I go to an HBCU, and for those of you who don't know, that stands for Historically Black College or University. So the majority of my school are African Americans. I go to Tennessee State University, like I said, and basically for me, it's like my school is 3 hours away from home, so basically it wasn't that big of like a milestone like as going to Berklee. Even you know, UCA, like that's like a way, you know, totally different than what I was used to, because my high school is a predominantly black high school. So yeah, things are kind of the same for me. Even though it was a little bit of a culture shock, because most of my life I've been around like a certain type of black people, like upper middle class sort of black people. So at Tennessee State, it's like all different types of black people there. So you kind of get like more in tune with your culture, I guess, going to HBCU. It has definitely made me appreciate some of the assets that I didn't appreciate before, like having big lips or natural hair, you know, my body. It's a lot of things that I've learned to accept more going to a HBCU rather than, you know, I did in high school and college. So high school and middle school and before that. What made you choose Berklee?
All my life, I've always said, like, if I'm not going to be the best or one of the best or go strive for the best, then I don't want to do it. And music, that's my thing. So it was like, I want to go to the best school where I can get the most out of what I like to do. So Berklee College of Music was just that school for me.
Y'all, she gonna sing at the end. I'll put you on the spot. She gonna sing at the end.
You're about to cut up.
She about to cut up too. She gonna sing at the end. It's already decided. You ain't even know. And I'm gonna make sure I tag all of her social media. So if she's singing on social media, you can watch her because this girl can blow. But okay, why did you choose your school to?
Okay, so UCA is not a very big university, and to me, I went to 9th and 10th grade. I went to a very big high school, and it was true. Like when I say I saw somebody new every single day, it was like I couldn't gain a true connection or a true friendship with somebody because it was like a new face every single day. It's reintroducing yourself every single day, and that's not something that I like personally. So UCA it's a medium-sized school, so there are some new faces that I see from time to time, but then it's those familiar faces that I always see, like, oh, you know, I'm about to see her at 12 o'clock at lunch or something like that. And then I don't really like really small schools either because it's like everybody knows who you are, everybody knows your business. If somebody see you walk around the boy, oh, y'all must date, y'all must talk. No, ma'am.
Yeah.
We're not about to do that. Unnecessary. So that's true. I like my school, and then also my parents went there, so that's a school I grew up around. Like I kind of knew everything about it beforehand, but when I went there for the homecomings and stuff, UCA was always under construction. Always. That's what UCA stands for, really. Under construction. And so it still is, actually. They're still building new parts to it, and I just love the school. It's very clean. That's a good thing. You gotta pay attention to that.
Always. Yeah.
It's very clean.
It's too big.
It's very nice. And everybody is so sweet there. Like, if you go visit a campus and you can just feel the vibe of the people there. And if you feel a vibe of like, I shouldn't be here, then follow your gut. Don't listen to like, oh, I have to go here because this is a popular school. When you go visit and you feel this vibe of like, I shouldn't be here, then don't.
Especially because you have to live 4 years, at least 4 years
Right,
of your life
for sure.
there.
For sure. So
it's very important.
Oh yeah, definitely.
To be happy wherever you're at.
Mm-hmm. So I chose Tennessee State. Well, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. At first, I did not want to go to TSU. Like, all my life, I was saying, like, I'm not going to Tennessee State. Like, I'm not going to go. I don't really care. I'm not going. It's ratchet. I'm not going. So, like, I literally said that from elementary school to 12th grade year. And I would be saying, I'm not going, and I ended up going. So, what made me choose Tennessee State? One, my dad and all his side of the family went to Tennessee State. So, like, from the time I was born, literally, I had on, like, TSU onesies, like, I was always TSU, like, decked out, always. So, we would always be at the homecomings, we would always be at the football games, the basketball games, all that kind of stuff. So, I was very, like, used to the environment, too. So, I guess that was one reason why I guess I chose it. But the main reason that I chose Tennessee State is because when I went on tour, it was always such a family environment, and I feel like at HBCUs that is sort of the difference between, you know, a lot of the like PWIs and international schools. At HBCUs and at TSU, for me, it's like a big family all the time. We're always doing something. There's always something to do. Everybody's always super sweet. Like, you can go up to anybody and have a conversation about anything, and like you'll be sitting there for hours literally just talking. And I feel like if you find a friend group at school, it can be like that. But the thing that I love about my HBCU is that it's like that with anybody. That's why I chose TSU personally. When choosing the perfect school, like what were you looking for when you were deciding what school you wanted to go to?
I visited a lot of colleges, like a ton. Even with my high school, we went to go visit colleges in like Carolina and Georgia. So yeah, and then I went to go visit schools on my own. So really, it was just between two. Just to be honest, it was between Spelman College and UCA. And so the biggest difference between those two is one is PWI and one's HBCU, of course, and one's all girls and one's co-ed. But one thing that I really did like about UCA was because I got to meet the dean of my major. And at Spelman, I didn't get that, even though they say like it's the school that has the highest percentage of sending African American women to medical school. I got to talk personally one-on-one with the dean, and I just felt it was a more personal visit. So I really, really liked that, and that was like, it upped my, reasons of why I wanted to go to UCA. And then it was just kind of like a more realistic view of the world as well. And also, I chose UCA because it is the best, the absolute best college to be.
We can argue about that later. Okay, what were you looking for in a college when you were looking at colleges?
Well, I only applied to 2 colleges. I got accepted, of course, to both colleges, U of M and Berklee College of Music. I didn't really plan on going anywhere but Berklee, but just in case I didn't, apply to U of M. But
for those of you who don't know, U of M is University of Memphis, because I know it's University of Michigan too, but we're not talking about that one. Right.
But I wanted to go to the school that I felt like, 1, I would have the best chance of getting a job after I graduate, and 2, a place that I would grow the most at. Berklee, basically at my school, is full of teachers either in the music industry or retired out of the music industry. So I'm learning from the best of the best. Like, they have people who have worked with Shaka Khan. I'm trying to work with a lady who's worked with Bruno Mars and Beyonce next semester. It's just, I want the best of the best. I want to get the most that I can out of school. College is expensive, so you paying all this money, you may as well get your money's worth.
Don't skip class.
Amen. Go to class.
Yeah, please do.
And don't pick them early classes. You know you're not finna get up. Or it's gonna be hard to get up.
Pretty much all 8 a.m.s next semester. But the good thing about TSU is we don't have class on Fridays. So, yeah, we don't have class on Fridays.
That's live.
So,
you don't even get breaks.
Aw, poor dear.
Hey, what you just say, you want the best of the best?
What I was looking for in college, honestly, I wanted to go far away, but and I wanted to go to like a real prestigious HBCU. Like, I always knew I wanted to go to an HBCU, but I didn't know which one I wanted to go to. So like I wanted to go to like Hampton, I wanted to go to Howard, I thought about Alabama State, and TSU was like literally at the bottom of my list. Once I got there, like, it made me I fell in love with it. And every time I went, I would just be like so in awe. Like, I would be like, I love this school, everybody's so nice. So I was like, okay, you know, like, if you go to a school and every time you visit, you like genuinely are like, I love this school, like, you're just happy, you know, you feel like safe, you feel at home, then you know that you have found your school. And that's how it was for me at TSU. I went to Hampton and I liked it, but it just was never the same feeling than when I was at TSU. Every time I went to TSU, I was like, I love it here. Like, this could be where I could be for 4 years. So when you're looking at a school, make sure that you have that feeling every time you go. I would definitely look at the people at the school too. Like, if you know that you would not be comfortable being around like all black people every day, then HBCU is probably not for you. You know, there's a lot of schools that have a really good mix, a half and half mix. Like, University of Memphis has a really good mix. It's a really diverse school. I've never been to UCA, but I feel like from what you say, they have a pretty good mix of like people at y'all school too. Berklee, I already know, like, that's just, you see a little bit of everything at Berklee, you know, because it is what it is. Up north, it's just kind of like that. It's really diverse up north anyway. So like I said, whatever school makes you feel super happy and super like proud to say that I'm a TSU Tiger, or I'm a UCA Bear, I'm a I'm a Berklee singer. That's the school that you need to go to. Well, what is a normal day at UCA?
For like, okay, well, I can't speak for everybody, but I can definitely like speak for myself. So a normal day at University of Central Arkansas. So last semester, fall semester, I would get up. I live in a residential college, so that means I have a class in my dorm. So I could literally wake up about 45 minutes before class and just go. Yeah. So I would have 2 classes back to back. So let's say I would go to biology, then I would go to my writing class, and then I would have a big break, and then I would probably go to lunch. I'll probably work out. If I worked out, I would shower and I would go to lunch, and then I would have my biology lab. And then after that, you know, me and my friends, we would study together because one of my best friends, we have the like exact same schedule. I didn't even know this girl before I went to UCA, but like just seeing the same face in every single class, I was like, I saw you yesterday, I saw you today, like, when am I never going to see you? Right. And then she lives like 2 doors down from me in my hall. So like we study together, we make sure like we're on top of our stuff and all that good things, but like it's always something to do. You just have to know what's going on. If you're always in your dorm, you're never going to know what's going on. But that's really a day at UCA for me. I mean, I have a pretty serious major. All majors are serious, but like I have to get into medical school. So if I don't have good grades, I'm not going to get into medical school. If I'm not involved, not only just inside of my campus, but outside, it's just kind of like you're not doing anything. So a normal day for me is going to class, getting my stuff together, studying, and then I am in an organization right now, and I would go to their little modeling practice and, you know, practice walking hills, make sure I know the steps, all that good stuff, and then I would do more homework. So that's just
all about homework.
Yeah. And so that's just going to be your life. This is going to be, you know, whatever organization you're part of, work in school, and then, you know, you might be lucky if you get to go out on a weekend, but that's what college is.
It's not every weekend.
It's not every weekend. You're gonna have to learn how to have fun in that dorm with your friends.
Boy.
And you can have a blast.
I swear, you really can. You really can. Yeah.
Well,
I forgot what the question was.
a regular day at school.
Okay.
Yeah. A regular day at Berklee. Well, get up, go to class. We have regular classes, kind of, but they're semi not regular. Like my math class that I'm taking this upcoming semester is acoustics, which like I'll be measuring sound waves and stuff. And like we have history classes and stuff like that, but like most of our classes are primarily music based. But like a regular day, I have about 2 or so classes, maybe 3 a day, and then every day at Berklee, there's gonna be a show somewhere on campus. There's gonna be a show. Like my favorite shows are CAF shows, like in the CAF. They'll like turn on the lights down late at night, and then you can book to have a show, or you can just go. They're free to like all the students at Berklee. And because my college is in downtown Boston, the buildings are everywhere. Like your next class can be on a whole nother street because it's not like a campus. It's just all over, and it's a lot of walking. And because the traffic's horrible, you don't really drive. You either take an Uber or you walk.
You told me like you kind of lost your like Memphis accent. I definitely still got my Memphis accent, but
it goes in and out. It goes in and out. Because I had to completely change how I talk. Because when I went up there, literally nobody could understand what I was talking about.
You just sound so proud. It sounds good.
Yeah, I had to enunciate my words.
Yeah,
like, it goes in and out.
Yeah, it sounds really good though. Like when you were talking just then, I could hear it. You were like, and a regular day at Berklee.
You know, I'll go straight Memphis on you in a minute. Like, what's up?
A regular day at Tennessee State. So for me, I'm pretty like health conscious. So most of the time when I was at school, I would get up like 6 o'clock and go work out, and then I would come in and I would start getting ready for my day, because I had like 2 or 3 8 a.m.s last semester. So you know, I kind of had to start my day early if I wanted to work out. So I would go work out, take a shower, you know, do my makeup, whatever. And then I would go ahead and go to my class, and then for some reason my classes were always super spaced out, so I would have time to like go eat or whatever in between classes. So usually I would like go eat, you know, mingle in the student center, because at TSU the student center is where everything happens. If you ever want to, you know, socialize, the student center is where everything is happening. So yeah, I finished out my classes during the day. Most of the classes at TSU, I think the latest class will end at like 8:20, so I don't think anybody has classes later than that. So usually around 7, 8ish, there's always like a seminar going on during the week. So they might do like relationship seminars, and they might do like empowerment seminars. The empowerment seminars are my favorite, because people in there are always like,
you can be whatever you want to be, you can do whatever you want to do, life is going to take you in so many different directions, and you can do everything.
It's always fun to me. Like it's great. So they have seminars, you know, they might have like different like companies come in. Like we had Lot Body came, and they gave out like free like big baskets of stuff. They gave hair care products, they gave lipsticks, what's the Milani? They gave like Milani lipstick. Like they had a lot like of stuff. Whenever different companies comes, it's always super exciting. They call it super exciting. They call it the beauty rush. And usually I'm at like a seminar after my classes at the end of the day, and then I'm usually in the library. That's like my every day at TSU. I think everybody's day sounds pretty exciting. There's always so much going on the college campus. Like, you should never not have something to do.
Just go. You gotta go out there and find it.
You do.
Because when I first moved to Boston, I had to get an apartment. So, but I live like half a mile away from my school. But just, you're gonna be sad. You're not gonna like college if you stick in your room and all you're gonna do is go to class and go back home or wherever you stay, because all you're thinking about is like you're gonna be alone because you don't know anybody up there.
Right.
Yeah, like you're gonna be alone, and then your family's not up there, so it's like just gonna be you and going to class. So really get involved and go out there and find out what your college has for you. Make friends. Stay in the lounge late at night. Don't do it every night, but like do your homework and stuff. But like get to know people, build relationships, because when you graduate, those relationships are gonna mean something. Like you never know when you're gonna need somebody or what that connection in college would do for you. Like
you never know who people are gonna turn out to be after college.
And then just those connections, like they can last a lifetime.
What is like the advice you wish somebody would have told you before you went to college? I asked that in my last video, so I asked it again.
I already knew that it was going to be different than high school, but I didn't know it was going to be so much different than high school. Like when I tell you, let's say high school day, for me, 7 to 2, and then when I changed schools, it was 8:30, 3:30. But then right after school, I had practice of whatever sport that I was doing at the time. And then when I came home, it was homework, eat, shower, go to bed. In college, it's not like that because one, I'm not an athlete, so it's like my day will probably end about 11. So I literally have the whole day to do whatever I want. There's nobody telling me, Temple do this, Temple do that, Temple do blah, 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 blah. There's like nobody telling you to do anything. You have the freedom to do whatever you want to do. You have more than enough time to do what you need to do and do what you want to do. And it's just, you have to prioritize. You have to, your time management has to be like, right.
You gotta grow up when you go to college. Like,
yes.
Preparing to be on your own, to be like a real adult. Like when you're in college, you're like a semi-adult. Like you're preparing for like that real adulthood. Like independence is gonna be a big thing.
Yeah, and y'all, in high school, you got a whole year to get an A. In college, you have about 4 months.
Yeah, legit.
So it's like really staying on top of your stuff, but you gotta think.
And then you don't know about your grades until like right before. So you never know where you stand. So you just gotta be on your P's and Q's at all times.
Always.
Yeah.
So if you know, there's like in high school you got your homework grade. In college you'll have your test grades,
your quizzes,
and
then them 1% grades of homework that you do. Your homework,
please
do your homework.
Most of for my classes, yes. Most of the time that's how you study. And then 2, they'll end up adding, like at TSU, they'll add like maybe homework in like to a bad test grade. If you did all your homework, it'll replace a bad test grade. And I was like,
and that's how you build relationships with your professors. Because if you do your homework, they're gonna like you. Let's say like you 1 point or something from like an A or a B. Right. Like you talk to your professor, they see you've been doing your homework and stuff. They're like, I slip you that. Right. Like that 1 point or whatever. So do your homework. Build those relationships with your professor. And if you're struggling, don't be ashamed or afraid to get a tutor or go to office hours. Right. Like, that's very important.
Teachers love that.
That's how you build relationships with them.
If you come to them and ask them a question that you really have, they'll say, they're listening to my class. They really want this, so they'll help you.
That's the difference between an 89.5 and a 90. Right. If you end up with an 89.5, but that... Ooh, I almost cursed. But you were in those office hours asking questions, making sure you understand. Like, I would even go to office hours and be like, can you just listen to me state this process out to you? And they'll be like, yeah. And 89.5, they'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give her this other 0.5 because she really worked hard for this, or he really worked hard for that. Building those relationships, cool. They're important.
They are. They're really important.
That's how you get recommendation letters. That's how you get their job.
Right. Yeah. That's how. Most of the time they'll have stuff on at the school like scholarships or like programs and stuff happening that you may not know about, but the professors always know. So it's always good to build that relationship too, because whenever something's happening, they're gonna let you know, hey, there's a scholarship about to come up, you should apply for it. Hey, there's a program in California, you should apply for it. You know what I mean? So it's just always good to have a good relationship with people that have hookups. professors have hookups. The deans of stuff, they have hookups. Make sure that you know who your dean is. Make sure that the dean knows who you are. So like I said, those are the people that can really get you scholarships and really get you to where you want to be. Certain, you know, internships, all that kind of stuff. They're the people that will help you with that. I think that's it, y'all. Oh no, that's not it. See, she tried to smooth get away with it. She tried to smooth get away. No, come on, it's time for you to sing.
Just a little
This
spin. Give them a
see
taste.
how smooth? She was like, so is that it? She tried to smooth get away with it too.
They get put on the
Bruh,
spot.
you know what? Somebody could be watching this video.
Right.
A famous person.
Famous.
I'm gonna see this song I sang on Snapchat last night.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure I link her Snapchat because she's always singing on Snapchat.
Ooh, I got chills down the spine.
Oh my goodness. Been together for a while now, growing stronger every day now. Feels so good and there is no doubt that I will stay with you as each morning brings sunrise and the flowers bloom in springtime. Oh my love, you can rely that I will stay with you. Oh, I will stay with you through the ups and the downs. Oh, I will stay with you when no one else is around. And when the dark clouds arise, I will stay by your side, 'cause I know we'll be alright. And I will stay with you, and everything will be fine. And I will stay with you through the end of all time. I will stay with you.
How will be at the concerts when Yuri got a concert. I've been telling her she needs to make a YouTube channel, but she gonna listen to me one day, and when she do, it'll be linked down below in the description box. But
I never listen.
She
to
don't listen.
nobody.
She don't listen.
Like,
I listen sometimes when I want to.
Okay.
selective hearing.
Right.
It's
Real.
a black woman's talent.
It is. Even super light skin like this. Even. So, yeah, like I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I will make sure I link both of their social media accounts down in the description box below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!